Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden. Today we are back with the newest Mushroomhead, their song Carry On. Alright, so this says here that this is taken from the incredible Shroomhouse double feature, which I'm not 100% sure if that's an album. I'm assuming it's an album, but I'm really not familiar with this group at all. I've always known about the band, I've heard their name, but I don't think I've ever heard any tracks by Mushroomhead except maybe once or twice with a group of people, and we weren't there to listen to music. It was just on in the background, and someone might have mentioned they were playing, to the best that I can remember. I think that may have happened once or twice where someone was like, "Oh, who's this?" It was Mushroomhead, but we're doing other stuff, so I didn't really go into listening to it much or anything like that. So this is my first listen ever to Mushroomhead. Never heard anything, so I figured I'd start with the newest one. At the time where I decided I was going to do it, it was still more new than it is now. Now it's half a month old. But let's jump in and check them out. I'm really curious about what these guys sound like. Also, don't mind me if I keep looking away just here and there, because I do have my camera here for my child that's supposed to be sleeping, but she's currently crawling all over her crib, so I'm just making sure she's not going to wake up permanently here, and then I have to go.
I hear the whistle of the wind and the sense of innocence, relevance, reminiscent, president, dissidents, evidence, malevolence, and elegant resemblance, temperamental, labyrinthal, chemical imbalances, battle damage, challenges, saddled by this baggage, and when it's time to manage this, then everybody vanishes. I'm standing up to walk it off, talk it out, or chalk it up.
Okay, hold on. So I'm going to stop here. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting something a little bit more intense, I guess. I just assumed, you kind of paint a picture of what you think a band is, and for some reason I just figured it would be heavier, but that is still kind of the case. It could still be the case here, but it's not, which is completely fine too. It's just a picture I had painted in my head. The video is quite stunning, actually. The costumes are really well done, very interesting costumes to look at, and I'm actually kind of enthralled at the video itself before even the music. But what's really getting me is their voices. They sound really good together. The male vocalist here is using multiple different singing styles. He had a lot of grit and distortion to his voice in the way he was singing at the start, and then he came in with those really beautiful clean vocals to go along with her clean vocals after, and kind of harmonized, and it's completely a 360 of what I would have expected, but I'm really enjoying this. This is right up my alley. Let's continue. Listen to those harmonies, man. Okay, I really find that both their voices are just amazing. I know I already said it, but the more I'm listening to them singing together and the way the vocals are just layered and all that, it just sounds amazing. Their voices are really perfect together, and it just it makes for really beautiful, beautiful music from these two. Um, so far, the music is basically keeping that same feeling going, but I have a feeling it's probably going to change right around here because we're already 2/3 of the way through the song, so I'm assuming there was a little bit of a change up here. It sounded like there might be. Um, yeah, let's finish it off, man. I'm curious what's gonna happen next. All right, Carry On by Mushroomhead. Really enjoyed this one. I'm assuming because it's such a short track that I only got like a little taste of what this band is capable of. That's usually the case when you have such a short track that comes up. Because it really could have been longer. I feel like we could have had a longer one and had a little bit more intricacy throughout. But that's just me. I'm used to longer tracks. I'm a prog guy, right? So I'm used to really longer tracks, a lot of stuff going on. So I feel like sometimes that happens where I listen to something else that's not prog, and I'm like, oh, that could have had something here that made it more intricate. But it didn't need it, truthfully. It was a nice, thought-out 3-minute track that just kept it nice and simple with some very beautiful vocals over it, and it sounded really good. And it does still work for like a great introduction, because even if they have like a heavier sound usually or a different kind of sound than this, it seems like a band that I would still really enjoy. It just has that feeling already, just because of the vocalists alone. It has my interest. Doesn't matter what the music does in the background, because they just sound really good together. Even separate, and then she got to kind of go a little bit more into it, and him as well at the end there with their cleans. They hit some higher notes and some longer runs compared to the start of the song. And yeah, I'm interested. What else should I be checking out by Mushroomhead is the question next, because I feel like this is probably gonna be a short video. It was a short song, so I would like to get like a better view of what this band is and what they represent in their musical style, because I feel like this was just it's like getting like an appetizer at a restaurant. You're just waiting for the main course kind of thing. So yeah, let me know what a good next track would be to check out from these guys. It doesn't have to be new. Some of their older stuff even. Like, I'm just curious now to kind of like discover their sound a little bit more, because this is one of those few times where it's a group that I've basically never heard before. Like I said, if I've heard them, I couldn't tell you what they sounded like on the or what the tracks were I had listened to, because it was in a group setting where we weren't really listening. So yeah, let me know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed checking this one out with me, though. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified when I drop new videos. And as always, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later.